Well, new at 10, we all know how important the heart is, but what if you were born with a broken heart?
Well, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention says that about 40,000 children a year are born with heart defects. ABC 3340's Melanie Ewell met one of those babies living here in Alabama, and Mel, she needed surgery the day she was born.
Dave and Brenda, to stay alive, Parker Williams had surgery just minutes after she was born. A Children's of Alabama heart surgeon tells me about 35% of children born here with heart defects need surgery before they are even 30 days old to survive. Parker is one of those survivors. 15-month-old Parker Williams loves people and she loves to play. Her mom, Ashley Williams, says Parker's happiness makes it easy to forget she has a heart defect.
She has hypoplastic left heart with an intact atrial septum.
That means the left side of her heart is underdeveloped and her oxygenated blood is blocked, so it can't circulate through the rest of her body.
Once the umbilical cord is cut, they're dying.
Children's of Alabama cardiac surgeon David Cleveland performed some of Parker's surgeries. He says babies born with her condition need to be operated on within minutes of birth.
They can't survive any other way.
So Parker was whisked away.
I didn't even get to see her for a second.
As soon as she was delivered.
The minute she was born, they said she cried one time. I couldn't hear it, but then she went blue.
Parker was brought over this bridge from UAB to Children's of Alabama and into a cath lab where doctors worked on her tiny heart.
Their heart's a little bit bigger than their fist.
I just remember praying that God would look after her and everything would go smoothly.
Williams knew this would be difficult.
Outcomes for hypoplastic left heart syndrome with intact septum isn't so good.
Before Parker's birth, Williams was given two options.
They said, you know, she's really got a 0% chance. If you do want to try to fight this and see what happens, it's going to be a long road, or you can just hold your baby and until she decides to go on.
Williams chose to fight. Since the day she was born, Parker has had 2 open heart surgeries. She's also had bands put on her pulmonary arteries and a stent put in her heart.
She's a trooper.
Next, she'll need a heart transplant.
And these kids are stronger than any of us could imagine, so keep fighting.
And Williams tells me once Parker can get a heart transplant, it will only last about 10 to 15 years. So her broken heart will never really be fixed. She'll need more heart transplants the older she gets. Dave and Brenda.
Thanks for that.